Ladies and gentlemen, life is not a game of luck. It is not a series of random events that simply happen to you while you sit idly by. Life is a series of choices repeated over time that determine where you end up. Every person you admire, every success story you hear, every individual who has built something meaningful, they did not get there overnight. They got there through the slow, relentless force of small habits compounded over years. And yet, most people miss this. They wait for a grand opportunity, a perfect moment, a massive breakthrough that will suddenly change everything. But that's not how it works. Real, lasting change is the result of small, consistent actions done over and over until they reshape who you are. The problem is, many people dismiss small habits because they seem insignificant. They think, what difference does it make if I get up on time? What difference does it make if I read for 10 minutes? What difference does it make if I take control of my thoughts? But this way of thinking is a mistake, because everything matters. Every habit, no matter how small, either builds you up or tears you down. If you are careless with small things, you will be careless with big things. If you allow disorder in minor areas of your life, that disorder will expand. If you tolerate mediocrity in your daily habits, you will eventually tolerate mediocrity in your ambitions, your relationships, and your purpose. But the opposite is also true. If you commit to small improvements, if you take responsibility for the little things, if you discipline yourself in the habits that seem trivial, you will build a foundation so strong that nothing can shake it. The first small habit that will change your life is waking up at the same time every day. And you might think, that's too simple. How can something like that have a major impact? But let's examine it. When you wake up at the same time each day, you are telling your body and mind that your actions are not dictated by emotion or circumstance, but by principle and discipline. You are taking control of the first moment of your day instead of being thrown into chaos. You are establishing structure which reduces stress and uncertainty. More importantly, you are keeping a promise to yourself. And that matters because when you cannot even trust yourself to follow through on a simple commitment like waking up at the right time, how can you trust yourself with anything greater? Most people don't realize that self-respect is not built through grand achievements. It is built through the small daily acts of self-discipline. When you say, I will wake up at this time, and you do it, you are reinforcing the belief that you are a person who follows through, and that belief carries over into everything. It changes how you approach work, relationships, and opportunities. It removes hesitation and indecision. It builds a sense of control over your life. But if you hit snooze, if you delay, if you break that small commitment, you are sending yourself the opposite message that your words don't matter, that you lack control, that your feelings dictate your actions. And that is a dangerous place to be. The second small habit that creates a massive impact is keeping your space in order. This might seem obvious, but it is astonishing how many people live in unnecessary chaos. A cluttered environment leads to a cluttered mind. If you wake up to a mess, if you live in disorder, if you are surrounded by things that are out of place, you are constantly reinforcing a sense of chaos and powerlessness. You are sending yourself a subtle but powerful message that things are not in your control. Now, you might argue that external disorder is separate from internal discipline, but that's not true. Your environment is a reflection of your mindset. If you allow things to be out of place, if you tolerate mess and disorder in your surroundings, you will begin to tolerate it in other areas of your life, your thoughts, your goals, your responsibilities. But if you take responsibility for what is in front of you, if you create order in small ways, making your bed, cleaning your desk, keeping things in their place, you are reinforcing discipline and control. You are proving to yourself that you can create structure, even in the smallest of ways. And once you master that, you can expand it to bigger things. The third habit that transforms your life is writing down what you need to do each day. It's incredible how many people wander through life without a plan, without clarity, without direction. They wake up and react to whatever comes their way. And then they wonder why they feel lost, overwhelmed, or unfulfilled. But if you take 5 minutes every morning, or even better, the night before, to write down your priorities, you give your mind clear instructions. You create a sense of purpose for the day. And this one simple habit can change everything. When you write things down, they become real. Your thoughts take shape. Your goals become tangible. Your actions become intentional instead of reactive. Without a written plan, your day is at the mercy of distractions and impulses. But with a written plan, you take control. You don't waste time figuring out what to do. You simply execute. And the more you do this, the more momentum you build. Small tasks lead to big progress. Completing simple goals each day creates a sense of accomplishment. And over time, those small wins compound into massive achievements. The fourth habit that changes your life is controlling your speech. The words you use, both in how you speak to yourself and to others, shape your reality. Many people destroy their potential simply by the way they talk. They say things like, "I'll never be successful," "I'm not good enough," "Life is unfair," and then they wonder why they remain stuck. But words are powerful. What you say influences what you believe, and what you believe determines how you act. If you constantly speak negatively, if you complain, if you tear yourself down with your own words, you are reinforcing a mindset of failure and limitation. But if you discipline your speech, if you choose words carefully, if you replace negativity with responsibility, you rewire your thinking. Instead of saying, "I can't do this," say, "I haven't figured it out yet." Instead of saying, "Life is unfair," say, "Life is challenging, but I am capable." Instead of saying, "I'll never succeed," say, "I will improve step by step." This shift may seem small, but over time it transforms how you approach everything. The fifth habit that will change your life is moving your body daily. It does not need to be extreme. It does not require hours in the gym. But the human body is designed for movement, and when you neglect it, you suffer not just physically, but mentally. Exercise is not just about appearance. It is about discipline, energy, and mental clarity. When you engage in even small amounts of physical activity, you build resilience. You prove to yourself that you can push through discomfort. You reinforce the idea that you are in control of your body, not the other way around. And that sense of control extends to other areas of your life. You think more clearly, you handle stress better. You develop the habit of overcoming resistance, which makes it easier to tackle difficult tasks in every area. These 5 habits: waking up on time, keeping your space in order, writing down your tasks, controlling your speech, and moving your body, may seem small, but they are foundational. They create the structure that allows you to take on bigger challenges. They build discipline, clarity, and self-respect. If you commit to these simple actions daily, you will transform not just what you do, but who you are. And when that happens, everything in your life changes.